Hi everybody. Got a review I want to do that I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's a movie that's in the Zombie pack. Here it is. I mean, this has Zombie 3, 4, and I guess it's part 5 of Killing Birds. But mostly I want to talk about Zombie 3. There's a disc. It looks really cool. If you just had the disc of part 3, by itself, it would have that cover. But this one, it's, for these movies, it's really not that good. Much rather have any of the covers of the 3 movies on here, but this is what it is. And here's the back. It's put out by Shriek Show, and I'm gonna open this. This is a Shiner Strawberry Blonde. See how this is. Yeah, I can taste the strawberries. It's pretty good. I also got this Shiner Cosmos. Maybe I'll open that before this is over. But yeah, Zombie 3. Man, maybe you've seen it, maybe you have it, and you like it. I remember saw it at Blockbuster. I can't remember what year it was. It was a while ago. And as soon as I saw the cover, I was like, man, I gotta rent it. And I don't know how I'd never heard of it before. And I was also thinking Zombie 3, where's 2? I mean, I got Zombie, and Zombie 3. I was like, where's 2? And I'm missing out on this movie that's in between these movies. But if you know the story behind the zombie movies and Dawn of the Dead, I'm not gonna you probably know what it is, so I'm not gonna explain it. You find out easily. I'm not gonna. I hate when people start spouting off like facts about horror movies, even though I like to do that too. It just it gets a little much sometimes. So you can find out about why it's called Zombie 3. But it's really good. And then the whole thing, who it was directed by. That's another thing. They say half of it was directed by Lucio Fulci, and then the second half was by Bruno Mattei. And it doesn't matter if they both directed a movie together. That's awesome, because they're both awesome filmmakers. Zombie 3, it's awesome. It's just from the very beginning to the very end. It just never stops. It's so much fun. It's almost like I would put it up there with Evil Dead 2, Bad Taste, Brain Damage, Brain Dead, Demons, even the new movies I like The Convent and Slash. It's better than those movies, but it's in that vein, just crazy, gory, weird, dumb, horror. It's just like even it rips off Return of the Living Dead a little, with the way they burn the bodies, and then it rains and it spreads the virus again. People turn into zombies. And it was filmed in the Philippines in the 80s. And then the zombies, they have these costumes on. I mean, not costumes, but these clothes kind of make them look like ninjas. They jump around. They use weapons. Severed heads fly across rooms. It's just totally crazy and outlandish. It's really gory too. It's another great thing about a lot of slime and rotten corpses walking, and just bad makeup. But it looks great. I really like it. And just the way it looks too. It's during most of it's during the day. There's a lot of night scenes too, but it's still foggy, and music's good. The acting is great. The dubbing, It's if you don't have it, you have to get it. If you like all the zombie movies from like Night of the Living Dead till now to The Walking Dead, it's one that you have to have in your collection. If you like zombie movies, you have to get it. And you know, since this has 3, 4, and 5, the disc still has like, all the special features on Zombie 3, which are really good. Even has an interview with one of the actresses, and you know the movie came out I think like 87, 88, and one of the actresses, they talked to her now like almost 20 years later, and she's still real pretty. I almost think she's prettier now than in the movie because she's all sweaty and like dirty and her hair's all messed up in here. But I talked to her now and she's really pretty still. You know, there's a lot of pretty Italian women, and she's one of them. Has interviews with some of the other actors. I think it has. Can't remember if it has a commentary or not. It does have but Zombie 3, it does have a lot of special features on it, and they're really good. So I got this from Amazon, I think for like $10, and it was worth. Zombie 3 is worth $10, even 50, maybe even 20. You could only find it for $20, and I would say go for it and get it. But you know, just that it comes with Zombie 4, After Death, and Killing Birds. I like After Death. I think it's pretty good. It's not as good as Zombie 3, but you know, a lot of people say it's really bad, but I think it's pretty good. But then Killing Birds, yeah, it's not that good. It only has I think maybe 3 zombies in it, but it's still, you know, Italian horror movie from the 80s. It's still worth seeing if you're a hardcore like zombie movie fan and like Italian horror. You should see it just to, you know, say you saw it and, you know, satiate your curiosity of what it is. But it's not that good. But the fact that it comes, you know, these 3 movies in this one collection, it's a really good deal. Again, I wish I had a cooler cover. But on the back it says, this stomach-churning zombie triple feature is sure to satisfy everyone from the casual viewer to the seasoned genre enthusiast. That's from Ultraviolet magazine. It's a really good, you know, statement about these movies. Yeah, Zombie 3 is just go on about it. It's really good. This is pretty good. But I would think a lot of people maybe have seen it by now. But I really wanted to talk about it because it's one of my favorite, like, zombie movies from the 80s, Italian. Yeah, and actually, it's one of my. I think it's probably one of my favorite horror movies from the 80s, and it's kind of a recent discovery for me. And it was one, you know, I thought I'd seen pretty much everything that I was gonna see, but it was a really nice discovery. And I don't know if it maybe hadn't been released yet, or maybe like limited, but I had never heard of it before. So you know, if you like all the movies I reviewed, you gotta get this, and this is a good deal. And lastly, I wanna dedicate this review to my good buddy Derek. You know, he's a huge horror fan, probably bigger than I am. He does music. He's a really good guy. He's one of my good friends for a long time now, and this one's for you, Derek, and hopefully we can hang out. We haven't hung out in a long time. You know, hopefully that'll change. But yeah, this review's for you, and hopefully I get to use some of your music in some future reviews. But yeah, that's mostly, you know, a review for Zombie 3. Maybe I could do another video where I talk about After Death and Killing Birds, but for this I wanted to focus on Zombie 3. It's great. I mean, you know, one last look at the disc. It's just totally outlandish movie. It's a lot of fun. It's gross, sick, disgusting, funny. Doesn't make sense sometimes, and you should get it. and we'll finish it with that. So I'll see you later.